Blanchard. I took on this project because of the need for counting the views of a lot of internet sites that came into being by 2006 and 7, after 8 and 9, 2010, we were roaring for real in YouTube. YouTube, for an example of how I've shown all the forums that are showing Please Love Me Forever, and the count of how that went from the beginning, that kind of search engine jukebox in YouTube, was because they had rules, for real, about 13 to 16 numbers categorizing each song in the internet. And as we see the songs by, writers or performers entered by publishers, you can see where it was a good need to have that even documented as a point of, you see where this is as a point of number category. So as I worked with that, with BMI, I sent them all the hard copies after I faxed it to them in 2001. When I faxed it to them, I later on delivered it by hand as Carolyn E. Blanchard at 320 West 57th Street. BMI was there. Now they've moved to 7 World Trade Center as an option of having more room on the 32nd and 34th floor, I think it is now. So that performance agency is the performance agency that my grandmother believed to hold her music of Please Love Me Forever. Now, as I look into YouTube while I'm making this tape for the Library of Congress, I'm looking at, how the endeavor of the views that are in the internet is accosted by payment that will be done by your performance agencies and maybe Harry Fox agencies. And as a person knowing how the mechanical royalties work with Harry Fox agency, they deal with iTunes. iTunes is a specification of buying the videos by internet realms of maybe 99 cents to $5.99. But they do have performances as a point of preview. And if you have a preview, that is a performance that has to be paid at 8.55 or 9.1 per minute. If you have a preview that is a minute or 2 minutes on a 10-minute song, then that is a payment of performances by the industry to the artists. Public domain music don't include that, but those that own the music, like publishers and record companies, they are entitled to some form of payment. As I look through on the page where my grandmother's song Please Love Me Forever is due, as we have never got paid as of this is June 2012 for any of the views that are in the internet under YouTube. There's also another site called Zoom that's in Xbox Live, Sony PlayStation. We, as a point of playing with the apps in the game system, also can be a port of using the forums to search for music that have that promotion of performance. There are definitely 18 types of genders of music. You have all different kinds of music in the category of, yes, music. And as we go through and see what genders of music, I can read off a bit of them, is, you have jazz, And you have Latino, you have pop, you have R&B, soul, you have soundtrack, you have dance, hip-hop, rap, world, there's the blues, there's alternative music, rock, Christian and gospel, reggae, comedy music, children's music, classical, fitness and workout music, the spoken word, country music, electronic, holiday. Now all of these genders of music I read off is in an app in the internet called iTunes 300. Every last one of those genders have the top 100 to the top 300. And all of those songs have a preview that lets you hear the songs and fear not documenting the songs that you have out in the industry that are not getting paid. So the forums are pretty much a good foundation of how I have, incorporated a place where I've talked about it in Ustream. Ustream is the first documentation of this audio tape as I, went through and gaped at where do I broadcast to let people know I am trying to show a point of documenting and getting paid. If you work, you can get paid. If you get someone to work the surfing part of it, the documentations of those forms are definitely worth paying someone minimum wage. If you have someone to pay minimum wage at 20 hours a week for surfing for your music, take someone like Miss Aretha Franklin. Her music is all through the internet. And the forms will bring that to some kind of correlation of payment for her and her family and her estate. And she is one of many, 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 many artists that run with record companies and publishers. So this is like the forefront of a new millennium point of bringing a resettable situation with, backup hard copies of songs in the internet. And this should take care of the audio part of my copyright. If not, please let me know, and I will try to, assess the points of how I come to invent the forms for internet accounting, musical internet accounting. That's something that people must understand too. It's accounting just music in that point of forms for internet accounting. I hope this helps. I hope it helped me. I really am excited about it. I've been thinking about it since about 1988 when I took my grandmother's song under my wing and all the music in her category of a catalog held by BMI, Broadcast Music Incorporation. My name is Carolyn Elaine Blanchard, and this is my invention. P.S. I am in no way affiliated with inventing the Microsoft systems. My inventions only are an enhancement to the music systems that are incorporated within Windows Media and Windows Media Center. I am in no way affiliated with Real Player Network. I am only affiliated with helping and enhancing, looking at their videos in jukeboxes that incorporated from these musical systems. I am not trying to copyright anything about Real Networks or Microsoft as an issue of their own business entities. I want to make that clear that I am not copywriting anything for Microsoft. I'm not copywriting anything for Real Network, but I am copywriting forms to enhance their systems. Bye.